Welcome to News at this hour. I'm your host Rika Roy, and we start with the election blockbuster in Maharashtra. It was a blockbuster of a win as BJP garnered an impressive win, securing 132 of 230 seats in Maharashtra. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded the people of the state, calling it a historic verdict, emphasizing the mandate was a firm rejection of the negative politics of the opposition. PM Modi also said that with this victory, Maharashtra has become the sixth state to choose the BJP for a third consecutive term after Goa, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh. Let's listen into what he had to say post the victory.
हरियाणा के बाद महाराष्ट्र के चुनाव का भी सबसे बड़ा संदेश है एकजुटता। एक है तो एक है तो ये आज देश का महामंत्र बन चुका है। साथियों, महाराष्ट्र के इस चुनाव ने इंडी वालों का या गाड़ी वालों का दो मुहा चेहरा भी देश के सामने खोल करके रख दिया है। कांग्रेस ने सत्ता के लालच में उनकी पार्टी के एक धड़े को साथ में तो ले लिया, तस्वीरें भी निकाल दी, लेकिन कांग्रेस का कोई नेता बाला साहब ठाकरे की नीतियों की कभी भी प्रशंसा नहीं कर सकती। कांग्रेस के नेतृत्व ने लगातार पूरे देश में वीर सावरकर का अपमान किया है, उन्हें गालियां दी है। कांग्रेस की घिसी पीटी विभाजनकारी राजनीति फेल हो रही है, लेकिन फिर भी कांग्रेस का अहंकार देखिए, उसका अहंकार सातवें आसमान पर है। सच्चाई ये है कि कांग्रेस अब एक परजीवी पार्टी बन चुकी है। संविधान में वक्फ कानून का कोई स्थान ही नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी कांग्रेस ने तुष्टीकरण के लिए वक्फ बोर्ड जैसी व्यवस्था पैदा कर दी। ये इसलिए किया गया ताकि कांग्रेस के परिवार का वोट बैंक बढ़ सके। इन लोगों ने सामाजिक न्याय का गला घोंट दिया है। साथियों, एक परिवार की सत्ता भूख इतने चरम पर है कि उन्होंने खुद की पार्टी को ही खा लिया है। आज महाराष्ट्र में विकासवाद की जीत हुई है। महाराष्ट्र में सुशासन की जीत हुई है। महाराष्ट्र में सच्चे सामाजिक न्याय की विजय हुई है। और साथियों, आज महाराष्ट्र में झूठ, छल, फरेब बुरी तरह हारा है। विभाजनकारी ताकतें हारी है। आज नेगेटिव पॉलिटिक्स की पराजय हुई है। आज परिवारवाद की हार हुई है।
Staying on with the big win in Maharashtra, Union Minister Piyush Goyal, who campaigned extensively there ahead of the elections, spoke to NDTV 24/7 post the results and said it was a vindication of BJP's good governance and schemes for women. Let's listen in.
Joining us now, Mumbai North MP and Union Minister, Mr. Goyal, congratulations on this emphatic victory of the BJP. Massive victory, certainly. One reading can be that, of course, it's a Mahayuti victory, but did the BJP actually carry this alliance?
Well, this is clearly a victory for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's agenda of good governance, his work to take the country forward, to take the country towards becoming a developed nation. The speed and scale at which he has brought development and prosperity to the people of India has been recognized by the people of Maharashtra, and they have given such a resounding victory, particularly after they are feeling that they missed out and got carried away by a fake narrative in the Lok Sabha election. I think more and more people wanted to come out and demonstrate their support and convey their blessings to Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Would you also say that women of Maharashtra have come out to bless Mahayuti, because the power of the pink voter or the woman voter was clearly on display here, Mr. Piyush Goyal, because the Ladki Behan had a lot of resonance on the ground. And do you think the fact that there was significant direct benefit transfer much before the polling, that actually played the key role in ensuring that the women turned in favor of Mahayuti?
Well, I think no election is won on one scheme or one action. The fact that both the central government and the state government are working together, both for development, both for progress and prosperity, and for the welfare of the people of India and all sections of the people of India without discrimination, was rewarded by the voters in Maharashtra. After all, if you look at our track record right since 2014, our agenda has been women empowerment. Whether it was building 12 crore toilets, whether it was giving everybody a cooking gas connection, whether it's the Jal Jeevan Mission taking water through a tap to every home, whether it's the work during COVID or the free food grains to 80 crore people. I think this is a government, both centre and state, working in tandem to empower our women towards women-led development. And I compliment the Mahayuti government of Maharashtra for coming out with Ladli Behna scheme, which has truly given confidence to our sisters and our daughters, and given them the encouragement to become a part of the formal economy.
This was a hyper-localized election. One reading was that there are 288 mini battles being fought across Maharashtra. We have often heard in the last 10 years, Mr. Goyal, that whenever it's a localized election, BJP can't win. It wins elections only when there is an overarching theme. But would you say that that narrative has been defeated, that mini battles or localized elections mean disadvantage BJP?
Well, I think the people of Maharashtra very clearly saw that the 2.5 years of government that Mr. Uddhav Thackeray had led had failed to deliver on any development whatsoever. I mean, a chief minister who doesn't even leave his home to go to office can't deliver progress and development for the people of Maharashtra. So they remembered the good times the state had seen for 5 years under Devendra Fadnavis. They saw how the centre and state worked as a double engine, and the state progressed very rapidly. They gave a resounding victory also in 2019 to the Mahayuti. But sadly, Mr. Uddhav Thackeray backstabbed the BJP, and in his lust for power, he went and sat in the lap of Congress and Sharad Pawar and started indulging in the politics of appeasement. During the Lok Sabha election, they spread a false narrative due to which there was some shortcomings in the number of seats we were able to win. In fact, we lost almost 11 seats, the BJP alone in the Lok Sabha, by a very small margin. And therefore, the people wanted that in this assembly election they come out in larger numbers, make up for what had happened in the Lok Sabha. They wanted to demonstrate their support to Prime Minister Modi, and also there was a great feeling of regret I saw amongst the voters in Mumbai, amongst the voters in Maharashtra, wherever I went. People felt really sad that they had not come up to the expectations or what they should have given, the support they should have given to Prime Minister Modi, and wanted a chance to make up on that.
Okay, sir, my last question to you, because all eyes now is on who will be the Chief Minister, who will be the Mukhyamantri of Maharashtra. Is the question of the Chief Minister settled? Because you did not really announce Mr. Eknath Shinde, who was though the poster boy of this election, as the Chief Minister's face.
Well, we have already said that the three parties will be selecting their leaders, and then the three-party leaders will sit down and take a decision on this matter.
All right, Piyush Goyal there, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on these elections. Of course, a very, very impressive victory for Mahayuti in Maharashtra there.
Now, the ruling Mahayuti delivered an impressive win in Maharashtra. The MVA had left far behind with just 48 seats. These elections were also a test for the fractured Shiv Sena and NCP after a split in these parties. Even as Mahayuti's victory came cleaner, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar and Devendra Fadnavis said the parties will discuss who the next Chief Minister is going to be.
Maharashtra turned saffron as results coming in showed an unprecedented majority for the Bharatiya Janata Party led Mahayuti.
आज मैं महाराष्ट्र के तमाम मतदाताओं को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ, उनका अभिनंदन करता हूँ, क्योंकि ये विक्ट्री जो है ये लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री है.
In 2014 and 2019, the seat share of the BJP decreased and some had expected the trend to continue in 2024. But the BJP delivered its best performance in the recent years.
आज महाराष्ट्र में महाराष्ट्र की जनता ने जो अप्रत्याशित इस प्रकार की जीत हमको दी है, इससे ये बात पूरी तरीके से स्थापित होती है कि महाराष्ट्र ये प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के पीछे है.
The sweeping victory was credited by many to the multiple schemes for women.
लाडकी बहिणा म्हणजे गेम चेंजरच ती योजना झाली. अंडर करंट असा का बहिणींनी दाखवला की मी सगळे उताने पडले, सगळे आडवे झाले. कारण एवढ्या प्रचंड बहुमताने, म्हणजे मी तर जसा राजकारणात आलोय तसं 222 आणि 225 महायुतीला किंवा कुठल्याही आघाडीला महाराष्ट्रामध्ये तरी कधी असं यश मिळालेलं माझ्या तरी पाहण्यात नाही, माझ्या तरी ऐकवत नाही.
Among other things, the election results also seemed to have ended the debate on which is the real Shiv Sena. While for NCP, one can argue that there is not a huge difference in vote share, for Shiv Sena, both vote share and seat share only favor the Shinde faction.
जनता ने आज बता दिया है, असली नकली में मैं जाऊंगा नहीं, लेकिन बाला साहब ठाकरे जी की विचारधारा वाली जो शिवसेना है, शिवसेना भाजपा की गठबंधन वाली जो शिवसेना है, एक विचारधारा वाली शिवसेना आज लोगों ने तय कर लिया है. कौन है, मैंडेट दिया है लोगों ने.
सीएम पद के ऊपर कोई भी विवाद यहाँ नहीं होने वाला, क्योंकि पहले दिन से ये तय है कि चुनाव जब संपन्न होगा तो चुनाव के बाद तीनों पार्टियां मिलकर इसको तय करेगी. हमारे नेता आदरणीय होम मिनिस्टर साहब ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में ये बहुत स्पष्ट शब्दों में बताया है कि चुनाव के बाद तीनों पार्टियां बैठेगी और इसका निर्णय करेगी. ये लोग बैठकर एक उचित निर्णय करेंगे, हमारे वरिष्ठ नेताओं से बातचीत करेंगे, हमारे पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड से बातचीत करेंगे. जो निर्णय होगा वो सबको मान्य होगा, इसमें कोई विवाद नहीं.
The only question that remains to be answered who will be the chief minister.
The election, which was expected to go down to the wire, ended up being a cakewalk for Mahayuti. While Mahavikas Aghadi continues to blame EVM for the result, the talks about who is going to be the next chief minister have already started making rounds in the Mahayuti camp. With camera person Mahesh Halwai, this is Anuj Rai reporting for NDTV from Mumbai.
Time now for a very quick break on the show. More on the other side. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra won the Wayanad Lok Sabha by-poll by over 4 lakh votes. She defeated CPIM candidate Satyen Mukheri by securing over 6 lakh votes. With that, there are 3 Gandhis in the parliament now. The Wayanad poll gained national attention due to Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's electoral debut. Priyanka has promised to address the issues of farmers and focus on developing tourism in the Hill District. Rahul Gandhi had won from the seat by 3.5 lakh votes earlier in the year during the general elections.
I want to thank the people of Wayanad from my heart for giving me the honor to represent them, for giving me so much love in my whole campaign while I was there, and then for voting for me in the manner that they have. It's a testament to the fact that my brother worked hard there, and their love for him and their trust in me. So I feel it's a great honor and I will respect it fully.
The Jharkhand Mukti Morcha-led India bloc stormed back to power in Jharkhand, winning 56 of the 81 seats as the BJP lagged behind with 24 seats. The India bloc secured a decisive victory with CM Hemant Soren-led JMM winning the highest number of seats there. Soren himself retained the Barhait seat by a significant margin of 39,000 plus votes. He is set to return as the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. It was a big win for Trinamool Congress in West Bengal. The TMC comfortably won the 6 assembly seats, including the Madarihat segment that had voted the Bharatiya Janata Party in 2016 and 2021. The November 13 by-polls were held in Sitai, Madarihat, Naihati, Harua, Midnapur and Taldangra because the incumbent MLAs were elected to the Lok Sabha earlier in the year. Except for Madarihat, TMC had won the other 5 seats in 2021 as well. BJP says that the results were not as per their expectations.
A sixer for the ruling Trinamool Congress in West Bengal, 0 for the opposition, the left a distant third in most seats. The by-poll results in the state have shown 2 takeaways. First, the Trinamool says after the initial citizens' movement against the RG Kar rape and murder case, it was the left and ultra-left that carried out extended protests looking to reap political benefit, but that did not gain currency with voters. Secondly, the Lakshmi Bhandar scheme envisaged by the Mamata Banerjee government has become a national template for winning elections, with similar programs like the Ladki Bahin Yojana in Maharashtra and Maiya Samman Yojana in Jharkhand, both delivering results. Trinamool National General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee said the party was able to defeat fake narratives, and the Trinamool also questioned why the Congress failed to take on the BJP effectively.
Congress should make a deep analysis on themselves, because in West Bengal, under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee, Trinamool Congress defeated Bhajpa. Under the leadership of Hemant Soren, JMM defeated Bhajpa. Lekin when Congress is the main opposition, then why there will be a failure of Congress? I don't blame Congress. I don't want to blame Congress right now, but Congress should make a self-criticism and a total thorough analysis over the issue.
For the BJP, the loss in Madarihat, which fell vacant as its MLA was elected to parliament, will be difficult to explain. The party says they are confident of reversing things before 2026. The left, which was most closely associated with the RG Kar protests, came a distant third.
बंगाल में बाई इलेक्शन में यहाँ किस तरीके से गुंडागर्दी होता है, किस तरीके से लोकतंत्र नहीं तंत्र काम करता है, सबको मालूम है। अभी बंगाल का बाई इलेक्शन लिए कोई टिप्पणी करने का जरूरत नहीं है। क्या बात है? ये तंत्र का जीत है, लोकतंत्र का जीत नहीं है।
With wins in these by-polls, the Trinamool Congress has reiterated its grip on electoral politics in West Bengal, and the opposition has to regroup, re-strategize and rethink its fighting strategies if it plans to mount a serious challenge to the Trinamool Congress in the assembly elections of 2026. With camera person Aniruddha Tripathi in Kolkata, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.